Hey everyone, Gary Sibbs here, back with another Cheltenham anti-post bet for the upcoming 2020 festival. Getting towards the end of my selections now, so this week we'll get them knocked off with the last couple. I don't think there's going to be a selection in every race, so a couple of them I'm going to be leaving behind. And today's bet is just one bet, a single for us, and that is in the Foxhunters Chase. A race over the years that I've enjoyed having some bets in, and hopefully this year we might have found a winner. So let's get the stats out of the way. Obviously a 3 mile, 2.5 furlong race for 5-year-olds and above. 5-year-olds get £2, mares get a £7 allowance in this one. Stats wise, 10 of the last 12 have been aged 8 plus. However, the last 4 years, I think it is, all the horses have been aged 10 or 11. So you want to be up that neck of the woods. Only 4 out of the last 12 favourites have won. This has been a race that has tended to be all over market-wise. We look at last year we had a favourite one in Hazel Hill. Excuse me, I'm full of cold. You're going to have to help me. I'll bark my way through this one. Hazel Hill won this last year, 7-2 favourite. The year before that, we had a 25-1 winner. The year before that, we had a 16-1 winner. And then before that, we were a 13-8 favourite again. So right up and down in the market. So in terms of pricing, that's where we are. 9 out of 12 had ran within the last 41 days before the festival. And 9 out of 12 had at least placed, if not won, on that run. Only 3 horses that have won this had previously won at Cheltenham. Now, those 3 that had previously won at Cheltenham are back-to-back winners. So they'd previously won because they'd won here the last year. All right, so that's something that we'll get onto with regards to Hazel Hill in a minute. Excuse me. 11 out of 12 had at least one win over 26 to 27 furlongs. So distance form is quite important here. You don't want somebody coming in trying to step up in trip. Ratings wise, 9 out of 12 were rated 134 or above. But the last few years we've had 139, 2 138s, then 147 and 141. So I'd say 138 and above you want to be looking at. Now, just what I was getting onto there about the back-to-back winners. It has been a race where we've had 3 back-to-back winners. Salsify for Roger Sweeney won this in 2012, 2013. Then we had On the Fringe winning this in 2015-16. And we then had Pasha de Polder winning this in 2017-18 for Paul Nicholls. So we've had 3 back-to-back winners. So if Hazel Hill was to come out and defend his crown here, it would be no surprise. The stats are there, would fit in well with what's happened previously in the race. The only thing I think he's got going against him this year is he's getting on a bit. He's 12-year-old now. He won his return to action at Sheriff Hutton, but that was in a nothing race. And I just can't. For me, it's one that I just can't take it. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to move on from there. He is set to race this Wednesday against a few of these in the betting here that are entered on Wednesday. Chantel Flyer, who finished second to him last year in this race, is also set to run in that race. Will Chantel Flyer reverse that form of last year? I'm not quite so sure. Hazel Hill is up to the rating of 4.7 now, and Chantel Flyer is actually down from 1.45 to 1.41. So they're 2 that are up there in the betting. I won't be backing either of them till I don't fancy either of them. We also have up there Wishing and Hoping. Now, for me, why that horse is 12-1 is beyond me. I just can't see it being good enough. Simple as that. If I look through it and I've got nothing else to say other than I do not think that horse is good enough to win this race. Then we have got like I say, I do think the majority of this race this year is going to come from, I think the winners are probably ones out of the top few of the betting, but there is one at a price that I fancy. But as we move down a little bit, Cad de Burley, for me, won't be winning this race. Stand Up and Fight. I mean, those two there, Stand Up and Fight, hasn't ran since pulled up at Punchestown last May. You know, you're going to need to see him out running and put in a performance before you can confidently stand there and back him. Now, I'm just going to check, is he set to run in that race on Wednesday? Because that might be worth... No, he's not. So when we're going to see him, I'm not so sure. I haven't actually looked at his entries, if I'm honest. So, but I can't be backing him at the minute. As I say, that K de Burley, however you pronounce his name, my worry there is Cheltenham form. His Cheltenham form reads, pulled up 5th, 8th, fell 9th, and then he won one back in 2014. So a long time ago, and I just can't be having him. Not for me, I'm afraid. Which leaves us on to the two. I've got one at a shorter price that I really fancy. And that comes in the form of Willie Mullins' Billoway, who just won last Sunday. I think he put in a cracking prep run. I think he's... What really impressed me was the way he went away at the end. Paul Townend, I think, was on him. Patrick Mullins was on him, and just put the foot down in between the second last and last, and took him to the front. And after the front, he powered away like a train. It was really, really good to watch. Very impressive, and a very progressive type. 8-year-old, this horse, and now. No, obviously we won't know what his rating is yet after that win. But I really fancy that horse. I think he's going to be one right in the mix. And of those at the top of the betting, he would certainly be my number one fancy. Now, where my bigger priced one comes from is from that same race at the weekend where Billoway won. In second place, yes, eventually 8 lengths behind him, was a horse, Staker Wallace. This horse had been off the track for 1,072 days. Massive, massive layoff. And to come back and run the race that horse ran at the weekend was very, very impressive. I can't speak enough of it. Now, my only worry on this horse would be when he opened up his form prior to what must have obviously been a long layoff through injury. There's not a lot to look at. First won a point-to-point back in January 2017, and then went to Leopardstown in February 2017, where he was third behind Fox Rock and On the Fringe. Now, to be fair, there's no, I have no problem with that, because those horses were rated £8 higher than him. Fox Rock was rated £8 higher than him that day, off level weights. So I have no problem with that run. But it's just there's not a lot to go off to find the form to back him in this race. Now, the reason I'm of interested is just that he's 33 to 1. And I think he could come here and be of interest and run a big race. One thing I haven't checked is that he's definitely going to run here. I'm assuming he is. He's priced up by all the bookies. I don't think he'll be entered anywhere else. It's certainly not going to be... so it's between those two for me. Now, like I said, we have 33 to 1 best price for Staker Wallace at the minute. Now, you can get non-run and no bet. So I am going to have a £10 each way bet here, and I'm afraid, as much as it might kick me in the teeth if a 33 to 1 shot comes back and wins, I think because of what I saw at the weekend, I'm going to have to back Bill away. And again, best price is 14s. You can get non-runner no bet at a slightly couple of less points. I know Bet365 are offering non-runner no bet at the minute, and they're showing 12s on here. The 14s with the likes of William Hill. Paddy Power are doing non-runner no bet, so you might get 14s with Paddy Power on the non-runner no bet. So take that if you can. It's always best to do that. And yeah, £10 each way on Billoway for William Mullins, who has not won this race before. So that's my bet, and I'll be back tomorrow with one more at least. Cheers, and if you're on, good luck.